Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you probably know, the Americans and the British attacked Yemen, bombarded some sites in Yemen belonging to, according to them, to the Houthis, a certain kind of group. In doing so, they obviously violated the Yemen's airspace. Yemen is an independent sovereign country, as is Ukraine. So if the Russians do something to the Ukrainians, obviously that's a violation. But if the Americans and the British are doing something to Yemen, which is attacking someone inside the sovereign country of Yemen, that's just legitimate, hey, self-defense. Well, it seems like the Houthis retaliated, as they said they will, after they were hit by the Americans in the country of Yemen and the British. And they retaliate, and now the coalition Anglo-Saxon forces hit again. So there's a second attack conducted in the same day. One was Friday morning at about 3 a.m. or something, I think, local time. And now again in the evening they return the favor. These guys said that they will, hit the Houthis back. Eventually, I think it's Iran, the goal, and some military bases in Yemen, so they, protect us better. Let's see the articles, and I have one article and I have two maps. Let's start with the article coming from Russia Today. It's from the 13th of January 2024, because over there it's already Saturday in Russia. Radar site targeted during additional U.S. strikes in Yemen. Correct, in Yemen, CNN reports. The reported action comes one day after the Western coalition attacked the Houthis. Washington conducted more strikes in Yemen on Friday night, targeting a Houthi-operated radar facility, CNN reported, citing a U.S. official. Yemeni TV station Al Masirah, and we're going to say, if we find, said that the strikes were targeting the country's capital, Sana'a. So let's see where Sana'a is, shall we? First, we're going to go to the map, to this map, and obviously Yemen is down here in the south. This is Yemen, this is the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Arabian Sea, and obviously the enemy is Iran. Those are the target, not Yemen, and whatever, in the name of someone in this area. Okay, so now we know where Yemen is, right here in the south, and then we have a bit of the Arabian Peninsula, and we're going to go to see, this is Yemen's map. So Sana'a is right here, the capital. Or on the other map, you can see it as well, right here. So they conducted additional strikes over there, or better put, over here, in this location. The US and Britain previously carried out defensive airstrikes, they're defensive, and launched cruise missiles at Yemen with the aim of punishing the Houthis, a Shia Islamist group that controls part of the country, including Sana'a and the key port of Hodeidah. Let's say Hodeidah. Where is Hodeidah? Should be a port, right? I don't see a port. Right here. This is right here. Jesus Christ. Right in my big eyes. Hudaydah. Al-Hudaydah. And these guys, I think we have it here, right here, by Hudaydah. And this guy call it Hodeidah, for disrupting the shipping in the vital Red Sea waterway. Who's shipping? Not important. Details that we should not talk about. The Houthis have pledged solidarity with the Palestinians and vowed not to stop attacking merchant vessels until Israel ends its ongoing war with Hamas. Whose vessels? Whose vessels? Not even the Russians mention it. They claim they will attack Israeli vessels, or vessels that carry whatever to Israel. How would they know that? I don't know. Which erupted in October 7. More than 50 countries have since been affected in 27 Houthi attacks on ships. So it seems like these guys were open opportunity offender. According to the White House, again, the White House said that. They said, if you remember, Saddam had weapons of mass destruction, remember? So, yeah. Houthi military leader Mahdi al-Mashat reiterated on Friday that the group will continue attacking, and right there, Israeli-linked ships, and I'm quoting, until the Israeli aggression against the Palestinians, and quote, ends. Okay, so the Russians mentioned that. It doesn't mean that the Houthis did what they said. But on the other hand, you have the Americans claiming that. The Americans claimed many things. Not trustworthy, either of them. Houthis have fired at least one ballistic missile into the Red Sea since the initial US-UK strikes, according to Washington, again to these guys. Why don't we allow the accused to say something? Oh, that's the way it works? In a statement released on Thursday, Biden vowed to authorize, and I'm quoting, further measures to protect our people and the free flow of international commerce if necessary. I feel like vomiting when I hear Biden or any US, not any, but the main suspects claiming that they protect us. Really? You think of me like I'm thinking of rain in, I don't know, Kabul right now, where it's not raining, by the way. Afghanistan, no rain there. So, my friends, here it is. The Houthis will hit back, and the thing that will create problems will be when I just predict that these guys will do some garbage on the territory of United Kingdom and United States. And when they do that, then the same idiot Biden will come out and say, we're going to protect you. We're going to take some rights from you and some liberties first, American people, like we did. And we're going to put another Patriot Act like number 3 on steroids. And we're going to make sure that we got they already know everything. That's why I'm going to tell you a little story. They're going to do that first, and they're going to destroy, dismantle, flatten. I think Yemen is already flat, but nevertheless, they're going to flatten the whole thing over there. And they're going to bring peace and democracy and freedom as they brought Iraq style. I remember when, this is a story, when I used to live in the communist times, they had the Securitate, and sometimes they would listen to people who would say garbage, or they were, like you have FBI here, or NSA. They would listen to you. The problem is they had telephones. In order to listen to you, they had to have access. It was not as easy as here is. So I remember when you were talking on the phone and say something, my mom used to yell, don't talk, don't say that. They're listening. No, not listening, but the guys succeeded in creating that panic in the society that they were afraid of their shadows. And even now, when I speak with someone or over a phone, some people say, hey, don't talk, don't say that, let's not talk about it. My friends, they know everything. If they want to know, they know. They know about us more than we know about ourselves. Why? Because they know things that happen behind us and around us that we are not aware of. Or maybe we have forgotten. So it's useless to, this guy's right now, it's nothing. So it's just a matter of time. If you become too uncomfortable, yeah, then they will pay you a visit. Now, how uncomfortable, I can't tell you. But you can look around and see some examples with things from January 6th, for instance. You see how some people were slapped with some 25 or 24-year-old sentences for saying something, or, showing up somewhere, or, I don't know, breaking a door somewhere. And that tells you how fragile they are. They're afraid. They would not let any dissent go around unless they can control it. And how do they control it? They have certain people on YouTube as well who supposedly are advocates of this free speech, and they're very tough. And they tell the story, the narrative like this, and they tell you like this something that other people would like to hear. But the main thing, they say the same thing, and they give the illusion that we have alternative sites and all. Yeah, they're alternative, but some guys over there, they're not alternative whatsoever. They tell you certain things in a certain way, and I have some examples that I would not mention here. I mentioned them on 2 or 3 occasions because it's not my goal to go that deep in that. You can find them on YouTube. Very popular, can say certain things that I, for instance, would not be able to say it on YouTube, but they somehow say it. Why? They allow them to gain credibility. Therefore, people would look at those guys and say, oh, look how courageous is Benny. Oh, how come Benny is so, well, who finances, who's in cahoots with whom? Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure you know. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Benny Hill.